Hello, this is the price action for yesterday, the EURUSD 3-minute chart. We had a broad bear range, a spike, and a double top. Let's go up to the 15-minute chart to see how this formed. So the day prior, we've had this pretty strong downtrend. We've had a break of this channel here. We've retested the low. We've had those three presses, and the market's trying to do some sort of reversal. It's probably going to be minor. Anyway, we start channeling down again. We sort of break out of this other sort of smaller downtrend, and we sort of lower low double bottom there, and it's also three presses along the channel line, and we spike up again, and then we start channeling up and we overshoot, and we're expecting those two legs back or sideways action there, and we get our two legs back in this sort of rangy formation, and then we did a triple bottom. I should really draw that in, triple test, whatever you want to call this one. And we spiked up, and we started to channel, and then the double top cut that channel short, so we didn't get our third press, and then we were expecting a couple of legs back. So let's go to the trades. And so we've started off in this sort of range, and we've spiked up, and then we've channeled, and then we've broken out of that channel, and we've also double topped. So this channel is over. You know, we've tested the high, and it's actually a higher high double top. Which we like, those tick backs when it's higher than the other one. They're good short entries. Anyway, we at the start of the market, we're sort of in this range. We've had this, big down and big up, which causes a trading range. So when price does things like this, where it just moves it gets the same highs and lows and it goes down and up very fast, you're going to get this rangy price action. So you're expecting a trading range at the open. Anyway, we sort of spike down here, and we pull back to the EMA, and we get a reversal set up here with that little overshoot. So it's sort of like a spike and a mini channel overshoot reversal. So expecting those two legs back. You can go short here for a scalp. Remember, we're in rangy price action, so it's scalping really here. You may be thinking, oh, we're going to break down into this orange channel, and we're going to head all the way down. But that is not the case, and you've got to be really careful and understand where your lows are. So always draw in your channel. So once you see this formed, you should be able to get your pink channel on there pretty quickly and just pull it to the low. The low would be there at the time, and that's going to save you because you cannot go short into the lows of channels. So your channel line's on the bottom for a downtrend, and the trend line's at the top. And you cannot go short into this one because look what happens. Everyone going short there got trapped, and this massive bar forms, and it sort of throws the market out. And then we're still in this channel, so this channel's in play. You don't know at that time. You're sort of a bit rattled by that. You're like, oh, what just happened? And it sort of heads back up, and you start to see the channel forming there. So you just go back to your rules, and we see it fail out there. It's at the highs, so there's a good chance we're going to get those two legs back. So you can scalp there. We get the lower high, you can scalp again. At this stage, you should tilt your channel. I'm a big believer in the channel tilt. So instead of stretching my channel out, like I've got my range there, it's a range at the start of the night. The second I start to realize we're making like lower highs here, and we're making lower lows, lower low, lower low. That's a higher low, but lower high, lower low. I start to just move my channel. I don't try to make it any bigger. I just tilt it, and that did overshoot that channel. That did try to break out, but it failed. But I don't try and do anything but just tilt it slightly to get that edge, and look at that. It's so precise. So if you're scalping, that's a really good thing to do. Anyway, so we start channeling down here. So we break, and it looks like we're just going to tank out here again, but we don't. And you've got to be careful because you know where your lows are by this stage. And you don't want to go short there into any channel lines. You want to make sure there's room before you take your trade. And then we head back up very, very strongly, and we start channeling again. And I probably don't need that line anymore. And we sort of break out of this micro channel here, and we head up quite strongly, and we retest the high, and we create that higher high double top. It's a micro one. But we like those ones. We're on the top of a channel. And we haven't had a third good press yet of this channel, so there's a good chance we're still heading down. So that fails, you can scalp there. You can then jump in if you want for the lower high, and we're just writing it down to the lows, of course. You're just scalping. All these are scalps, one bar scalps. And if you can write them down to the lows, if you're confident to do that, but just be careful. The trading range, you should be really scalping and not looking for too much. Anyway, so we head back down to the lows and we overshoot here and we create this little pocket, this little range. So if this does fail here, maybe we head down into this bigger range. You know, there is a chance there because we've had like a few presses at the top of the range, and maybe it does break out here, but it doesn't. So you got to play these little ranges, and look, it actually wins out to go high, go long. So if this breaks above here and breaks out, I'm just going long somewhere in there, and I'm only going to take really a scalp. But if I do think we're going to get some sort of test of this double top, you can hold a portion. And go for it. I did not do that. Anyway, we spike out very, very strongly. So I'm expecting the first attempt down to kind of fail, and it does. So you sort of go down very strongly and draw on your micro channel line. You can see that it sort of overshoots. So then you get your range in there. So you got a first entry long, second entry long. You take that second entry long pretty much for a scalp out at the highs and right up to the highs of this channel. So you should be able to draw your green channel in by then. I did the same thing, took the trade, rode it all the way up to the double top, and then it double tops, and then we head back after the double top. So it cuts this green channel short. But you can see there's a channel forming there again, so you can go short there. And that was it.